Funny. Gary in New Jersey says hello first. Gary, good afternoon. How are you today, pal? Okay?
Hey, Dog. Big fan of yours. I heard you talking about College of Charleston, and it sounds like you're looking for a team to get you excited about the tournament.
Well, I was looking to get me into the tournament and get me into the whole idea of what the NCAA is about. And Charleston, when I finally found the game on CBS Sportsnet, it provided that, late, middle of the second half. That's the point I was trying to make. Go ahead.
I got a school for you, St. Bonaventure University.
And there's another one. I agree with that. That's a good
1,700 students, middle of nowhere. I think years ago the program almost died. And we this year beat Syracuse on the road. We beat Maryland. We beat Rhode Island. So we would love to get you behind this school because I think with a break here or there, we can literally make it to the Sweet 16.
Well, let's not go crazy now. Now, first off, they're going to make the tournament because obviously they're in a situation right now where, they're second in their league. Let's just double check it here and see where we stand. All right, St. Bonnie finished 14-4 and 24-6. URI won the league 15-3 and 23-6. Now, as far as the scores are concerned, that tournament where is that tournament being played, by the way? Do you know? Top of your head?
It's in Washington, D.C.
Oh, it's in D.C. Okay. Now, that tournament for them, St. Bonnie's will start. They don't play until Friday. Is that the deal? They don't.
Yeah.
They don't play. They play Friday night. That tournament then ends on Sunday, that early afternoon slot. Now, as far as the St. Bonnie schedule, that you said they beat who now? Let's go through their schedule for a second.
We beat Maryland without our best player. We got an outstanding senior point guard who was hurt. So we beat Maryland.
Well, Maryland's not great. That's not the end of the world. Go ahead. Next.
We beat Syracuse at Syracuse.
That's a decent win. Yep. Go ahead.
We beat Rhode Island at our house.
No, that was a great win, and I'm aware of that. Go ahead.
And we beat, and I'm telling you, a team to watch out for, Davidson. We beat Davidson in triple overtime up at our house.
And you also beat Vermont. Let's not forget, Vermont's a pretty good team. You beat them. They're going to win their league. Go ahead. Next.
And I believe we beat Buffalo, too, who's a pretty good team.
And you beat Northeastern. That's not a terrible team that we just saw what they did right now. You beat Syracuse in overtime. Gary, that is one. You have a very good point. Who's the head coach? I know that head coach. It's Mark something. Mark Schmidt?
Mark Schmidt. Yeah, done an amazing job.
Good coach.
Where that school is. It's an hour and a half south of Buffalo. Horrible weather, small school. For us to beat, we were 26 in the AP poll, this last poll. By a couple of votes, we would have been top 25. So we need you to get kind of excited about us and maybe adopt us as the dark horse school for this tournament.
No, nothing wrong with that, Gary, and I will keep an eye on the Bonnies. I've always got a little soft spot in my heart for the Bonnies when I think, of course, of my old pal, Bob Lanier. So there you go. Here is PJ and Charles, who came on about a year ago when Nate Thurman passed away, if I'm not mistaken, right? Here is PJ in Charleston, South Carolina. PJ, good afternoon. How are you today?
Yeah, hey, Dog. Thanks a lot for the shout-out a little while ago about the tremendous victory by the College of Charleston last night. People in the area are super excited for the return to the big dance after a nearly 20-year drought. Hey, I wanted to ask you before I forget, didn't you have your son was looking at College of Charleston?
Yes, he was. I was his second choice. He didn't go there. We went to visit last year. And that is a guy that I would have, I would have liked to have seen him go. Bill Murray was at the game last night. He has a house in Charleston. Charleston's a tremendous little town. We spent a lot of time on Charleston. It's a great city, and we would have, I would have been fine if he went there, but he went to Tampa, so good for him. But I was thinking about him. I was thinking about him last night with Charleston winning the NCAA bid. So go ahead.
Yeah, what sport is your son in?
Well, he's not a collegiate athlete, but he would have been into the basketball team. I think he tried.
Okay, I got you.
He would have tried to do something with the be a manager or something along those lines. So he's into the basketball, and the basketball team had a hell of a year. Go ahead.
I got you. Yeah, well, it was the college's sixth final in over the past 10, 15 years. Sixth chance to win the big game and go to the tournament. So it had lost all those bids before, including last year against Wilmington, a game I personally attended. So just stayed at home and watched this one, and what a comeback from 17 points early in the second half. So people are super excited about this opportunity to get back, and I think the team could be dangerous. It's got some skill, some depth, some leadership, a great coach in Earl Grant. So look out for the Cougars and the Big Dan.
I could see him winning a game. Wouldn't shock me. Dan Lang has a sports bite. We'll come back with John Beeline in a sec. Let's do Mr. Lang first. Mad Dog